Everett's gonna. Who's close? Pierce is probably the closer of the. I'll turn to Pierce and say, did you hear that?
I did hear it, right?
No. That was a psychic thing you heard.
Yeah.
No. Then again, I just fell after 2 sticks of dynamite happened.
Right. All right. I'm going to try to reach out to this voice like I would reach out to my wife.
The voice, so you reach out. You reach out, and what you're getting is an echo.
Right.
It looks like 2 people running. They get to what looks like the what's it called? The top of the landing. They're talking to each other. It's too muffled. You don't know who the other person is. You can tell he's older looking, but you don't know who he is. Like, you've never seen him. You can't get a clear view of him. You're seeing everything from the view of supposedly this ghost. What you get is he says, "Fine, I'll do it," and he just takes a knife and just goes like that, like across his wrist, and then he's like shaking, and he does it to the other one as well, and then he kind of like falls to the floor, and you see the old man kind of like holding him, and then Nathan, or the ghost says, I mean, you knew it was Nathan by this point, but like Nathan says, "I hope it's enough," then you see like just blood, like it just turns red for a little bit, and then you see from your point of view, it just looks like somebody putting concrete over you, and then just total darkness, and then it just fades back to your normal vision.
Huh. Is there anything else in this room?
In the new room?
Yeah.
Yes. First of all, it's very cold. Second of all, you can, you as a psychic, and Penelope would feel this too, feel a tremendous power stirring somewhere immediately below this room. There are stones lining the room, like they seem to be stones that naturally grew there. This room isn't necessarily like cleaned out from nature. It's almost like this room was like this when the island was made, and they just built a house around it. But the other things you notice is that there's lighting kind of leading down into this chamber. And looking up at the ceiling, you see Polaris, the North Star, as the etching on the ceiling. There's a long-dead generator in there, too, with a discarded empty fuel can. That's where the other generator was.
Wow. Is there anything going down? Are there stairs? Are there...
It says a rope ladder is connected to pylons that have been struck into the rock at the edge of the shaft entrance.
There's a shaft into the ground. Good. Good.
Is there anything we should do with this former body?
Put it somewhere that's maybe not going to explode?
What?
I think things are only going to explode if Joe keeps throwing dynamite.
What?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Are you okay, Pierce? You good?
I'm better than I would have been had to not. So. But we have this guy who maybe we should move, or I don't know. Do we destroy this body? Do we go down?
This is
I want to explain what's going on here.
This is gesturing to the corpse. Mr. Glass of the Glass House. I will inform them very briefly of the strange ritual thing I saw.
If you do that, Penelope, let me give you this really quick. Do you have anything, maybe an occult studies spend or anything else that would be like just kind of remembering something or thinking about something? You can even be a 0 point spend if you want, just as long as you use some sort of skill to do it.
I don't have any points left in occult studies, but I have that or research or
research will do it. But
okay.
Even just a 0 point is fine.
Okay.
That book, volume 5, whatever you picked up, bookmark, when you were looking through it, ritual sacrifice was one of the bookmarks.
Oh no.
One of the other bookmarks, spatial warding.
Oh. I will. Are there still hands?
No, it's all gone. It's the house. I'd say the house feels, silent, but it don't. you can feel a presence deep below.
I will sit down and start looking over both of these chapters.
It would take a lot longer to do that than the time you have allotted. But just knowing what they are,
them?
You could skim them to know that probably how to, it's more so a how-to, not necessarily a why has-y. But you get the impression that, you know what, if you could spend a point in something, I will probably give you a little bit more details. Not on how to do those things, but maybe more of a why to do those things, like connecting the dots kind of thing.
I feel like we just killed the alarm system.
I will spend a point in research.
Joe sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah, we just killed the guard dogs. They were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Keeping us out of here.
You guys were supposed to be the experts.
This is a bit above my why am I having a traveling accent right now?
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is
my pay grade.
It's above my pay grade, actually. So you're done. We're all done here. We have to go.
This experts, but at the end of the day, we're still humans, and we still, in times of desperation, want to survive. And unfortunately, that means we probably do stupid things like blow up the security system. That's on me.
Literally no, though, because I did open up this door, but we'll come back to that. I think that we did, in fact, unleash something that perhaps was being sealed here. However, and I'll look to Penelope, there's a chance maybe we can whatever's down there. I'll point, down the shaft that's in the middle of this room. They obviously sealed this place for a reason. If we can get rid of whatever's down there, we don't have to worry about resealing it or anything. It seemed like they did that. He, and I'll point to the corpse, did this out of desperation. Now, we're desperate people, but not that desperate yet.
So just to clarify, you would like to try to banish and or exorcise a creature that is very powerful and has been buried underneath a bricked up building for a very long time. Just want to make sure that that's what we're doing.
Alternative is we simply die, because I don't think we can leave the island.
Do you know how to do that?
I
kind of do.
Going back to session 1.
What's
is there
a
anything? Talking to the keeper. Is there anything that I had found in that room that I shared with them that might be pertinent to this situation?
Probably not.
Okay.
Let me see.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, what came
No,
through
fuck
must never be
yourselves.
let out again. It's my duty to make sure nobody does that. I
Oh,
hope it's
hey, look at
enough.
Oh. Well,
That's a pretty good one.
whoopsies.
A little late for it, though, I guess. I should have probably brought it up sooner. Oh, wait, I fucking did. Like 3 times. Why did you do this? Oh, God, you guys fucked up so bad. No, I'm totally kidding. No.
Narrator chimes in. He wasn't kidding.
But he wasn't. He was only half kidding.
I just don't.
Yeah, no. Basically, the warnings were there, but you didn't listen.
We did not heed them.
Yeah, that's basically all you can be like taken away from that.
I mean, we can try and justify it with, we're trying to find 2 of our own so we can leave. But,
At this point, they might be gone.
maybe. The house is definitely trying to make me believe it. It's doing a weird way of doing it, though. You would think that maybe it would have been nicer. Come in, hey, maybe fuck off and don't, mess with the fact that this is a prison instead of, you're being judged and stealing people.
You really haven't had any experience with any supernatural anything, have you?
He yelled "go" like 7 times.
He did, but nobody else did.
All of it is, well, not all of it, but a lot of it is not that, does not exactly hold your hand in a nice and convenient way. At least in my experience, it's been terrifying.
Well, I mean, if they built an entire building to keep this contained, the odds of us 4, whilst still trying to find 2 others, being able to defeat whatever's down there, I feel like it's slim.
I don't think we should try to defeat it. I think we should try to either seal it or banish it.
We know what the price of sealing it is.
No, we know a way of sealing it. That's a big book. I'll point to the book that Penelope has.
I feel like we're running out of time because the door's open. And if the door's open, and it hasn't been open for a while, you're not going to wait.
Oh my God, I hope this was enough. I'm so sorry to whoever died making this.
What?
Well,
We
do you
fucked
think
up.
more dynamite down there is going to work?
No.
Do we go into the workshop and cement this up?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't personally want to do the same kind of thing that he did.
It worked until we came here.
It wasn't
Did
just
it?
cement that worked, though.
Yeah.
I know.
things to keep in mind as just, because it's been a few sessions, this house is going up for sale soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna put forth something. And you're
If it's personal sacrifice, I veto no.
Well, you're not gonna like it then.
Then don't do it. Why do we have to resort to dying? Like, why can't we all just survive?
Because
Surviving is nice.
What else is in these books?
I mean, I'm not saying I want to die. I'm not saying that. It's just one of those things.
Good, then none of us have to die. Very good. I like this plan.
I just feel like we're going up against one of us dying and everybody.
Two of us has already died.
We don't know that.
All right, then how do you explain them not being here and where they were? Because we have video evidence that Victoria was someplace, is not someplace, and instead there was just her camera and a big old pile of dust. You don't know how can you explain that? No. I can't. I certainly can't. And I've seen a lot of strange things.
We're not, we're burning time now.
What
So
if-
we're going to try and do something to flip frantically through the pages. I don't know what else to do at this point.
I want to say...
Everett's going to the hole.
Okay.
Should we go down there?
Everett's going to the hole.
So here's to just kind of set the scene. The front door to the building has been blown off the hinges. It is still pretty damn early in the morning, and the sun has not risen yet. I want to say it's not coming up anytime soon either. The sky is dark, and everything like that, but there's a nice moon to kind of see outside and everything like that. But yeah, you can see outside through the lobby, but that there's some moonlight kind of leading, almost shining directly into the hole. So Everett, when you get to the hole, you look down it. You can see that there is a bottom. The rope ladder leads to a staircase, and then the staircase leads even further down.
I will go down as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna point to the ladder. Well, I'm gonna hike myself down and then peek over and say, if you are all into self-sacrifice, that's fine. I'm here to find some answers, and I'm not going to broach the topic of people just dying to solve problems if there's other options. So, forgive me if I don't jump into the self-sacrifice wagon just yet. And I'm just going to start going down without waiting for anybody to answer or follow or anything.
Before you do that, because there is a generator that would still work, it's just old and not full of fuel, would you like to find fuel for it first to light the way? Because those lights do go down into the tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured I'd point that out because I may have not done a good job describing that. But there's lights that are connected to this generator that lead all the way down into the whatever's down there.
As part of my preparedness, could I have packed fuel for our personal generators?
Just so that there's some in the lobby? Sure,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah,
We don't have to go all the way around the building now.
You don't have to roll for preparedness, right?
I have 7 points left.
Oh,
in
that's
preparedness.
usually a roll. Let me just say spend 3 points and you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 4 points left.
But yes, you have fuel that you can fill the thing up. So then you hear the of the generator turn on and the tung, 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 as the lights start to turn on.
Joe's gonna pull Penelope aside. What are our odds?
I would say pretty shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We are inexperienced in dealing with things this powerful, and we have made grave errors in our decisions. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, part of my job is seeing when it's bad. Trying to avoid it. And I don't like this. And I'm not saying that it's like captain going down with the ship or anything like that, but this is fucked.
Dave?
Yes.
So I don't have anything left in, because once you use the points, they're gone, right?
Yeah, you can only get them back when you take a rest. But 0 point spend might yield results still. Just
Okay.
You get more. Like, you can always use a skill, but you just get more for it if you have points.
Okay. So I would like to use an occult roll to gauge the best way of proceeding, or history or research, if I can recall. Perhaps
Spend all the points.
I could spend literally everything to figure out a way for us to do this. It'd be great.
With the information you have currently available to you, you aren't entirely sure. You feel like if you were to just plug the hole, that wouldn't work, because if that would have worked, they would have done it.
Yeah.
And you feel like as a final result, a possibility is to try and pull off the ritual sacrifice and the spatial warding spell in the book to do exactly what they did. That only stalls a problem, does not fix the problem in the long term, and the problem might be, you don't exactly know what the problem is yet. You just know something bad might be down there, and you aren't entirely sure what it is. So honestly, until you get more information, the only solution you can see is the same one Nathan did, but this house is about to be sold, might not be a great solution. So.
And one more question. Do I have a feeling that, do we know that this is a demonic entity?
You feel power, but you do not sense its motive.
Got it.
It feels like a faint heartbeat when you're standing up here.
I hate this. How terrible. Why would you say that? Okay. I will relay this and then say, so I guess we have to go, and maybe we can figure out another way that doesn't involve a sacrifice.
Well, let's hope it doesn't.
Or we have to rethink what they mean by sacrifice.
Or that. Maybe on the way down, you could read up on it, just in case.
Okie dokie.
And with that, I guess we'll cut to Everett and Piers. I want to say Everett's probably in the lead. I'm sure you two are just going to follow, so you're just behind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all going into this room, and I have a picture of it.
Yay!
You're not going to like it, but I'm going to describe it first, and then I'm going to share it on Discord. So, when you descend the shaft from the inner room, you walk down, you climb down some ladder, and then you walk down some stairs for a long while until you finally emerge in what looks like an oval-shaped sacrificial chamber. Directly in front of you is an altar stained from an untold number of years of use. Each end having alcoves for bloods to fill and drip down. So this table has like little alcoves that blood can drip down when the sacrifices are made. Following these alcoves along the floor, at the furthest end, you find an open well. It's a large stone cap sitting off to the side. Surrounding the well are 7 ancient mummified corpses, twisted in fear and agony. Surrounding them are what appears to be 6 bodies wearing cloaked robes bearing signs of the zodiac on them. These bodies look drained of all life, almost mummified like the other bodies, but their attire looks like it was made in the past decade. Along the walls are 14 alcoves, 7 on each side, each having 7 skulls arranged in a star pattern. The west wall has an ancient painting on it, depicting stick figures worshipping the sun, each holding a torch. The other wall, however, depicts a more surreal scene, cave paintings of inhuman figures, a new moon, stars, and darkness. At either end of the elongated room are broken modern light fixtures, They look like twisted wrecks of metal and definitely do not work anymore. So that's at the far end of the room. The closer to the room, those lights do still work.
Jeez, that's just a... Alright. Where did we... On this picture...
You're in
where
the
did-
shaft to the inner room is where you currently are.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
How-
The Emma is actually screaming about all of this. This is great. This is delightful. Thank you.
How big is the this well cover that's off?
The well cover looks like it would take at least, I don't know, 4 of you
No,
to
how-
probably
how-
lift it.
How big is it? How wide is this opening?
I want to say the size of, like, a circular dining room table. Probably that big.
So 6 feet.
Yeah, like 6 feet in diameter. Pretty big.
What is on the altar?
Nothing, just a lot of old blood.
Good.
There's just like alcoves on either end that go
Yeah,
into
that
the
kinda
ground
capture
that
the
drain
blood.
into the wall or the well.
And also, how did the book define in the section about ritual sacrifice? How did it define sacrifice?
That's gonna take a little bit more reading. You don't have time for that right now.
Spoiler. Okay, so to remember, you said that there were 6 bodies. Tell me again about all of the bodies, everything that's not on this particular image. So I can see the skulls. Okay.
So there's 7 ancient mummified corpses, twisted in fear and agony, and then surrounding them are 6 bodies wearing cloaked robes bearing the signs of the zodiac. Newer bodies. Those ones are newer. And by ancient, I
Most
mean
likely
it.
those clothes that we saw upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is this part of is this part of the ritual to seal it, or was this something different? Was this summoning, banishment, or imprisonment? What the fuck am I looking at right now?
Does this specific place, besides the painting, like there's obviously paintings, does this place look worked? Like, or does it look like natural stone like the stuff above us?
If you would like to spend a point in history,
Yes!
these cave paintings and carvings on the altar can be dated back to the mid-upper Paleolithic era, circa 20,000 BCE.
This place is old.
This place is ancient as fuck.
The people who built that house did not make this. At all.
Oh,
These
House-
people, pointing to the 6 newer bodies, might have been part of the ones who were building the house, though.
Everett and Penelope, that pulsing is way stronger down here.
Is it coming from the well?
Yeah, it's coming from the well. It feels like a heartbeat, like you're standing on a giant's heart. Like, that's what it feels like currently in this room. Like, it genuinely feels like you're moving. And you are subconsciously reacting to this feeling because for some odd reason, when Joe and Pierre stare at you, you keep going like this. But everybody else is just like, what the fuck? Like Pierre's.
Yeah, it's like kind of like you're on, like we're on a boat almost.
Yeah, a little bit. Like you're kind of trying to correct yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
is there any sign of Melanie and Victoria down here?
No.
They said it's so dark. Are they down in the well?
I don't know. Why don't you go check?
No, maybe don't.
Dave.
though. Don't forget it.
I probably will anyways. Just shine a flashlight down there.
So, you get close to the well. You're kind of getting close enough that you can see over the lip. You got like your flashlight. The first thing you notice before you even get close is that there is a darkness fogging out of the well. Like, when you shine your flashlight on it, you thought it was just dark over there, but you notice that, like, the darkness is, like, some sort of lightly physical entity, like, kind of fog, like almost like somebody has a fog machine spewing out black smoke, coming out of this thing. You can only really see it when you shine your light on it. So as you get closer and everything like that, you start to peer over the edge to kind of look deeper, and it feels like it's getting like it just impossibly just keeps going down the closer you get. The more you look over the edge, the more you feel like you should start seeing a bottom to it. It just keeps going, and like you're seeing things that you don't understand. You see horrifying prehistoric monsters that have no definition in life or meaning, and it just doesn't make any sense. Somebody should probably catch you before you fall in. And there's like a big like thing that's like starting to come out of the well, and it sees you, yeah, and you get pulled away. But that still happened. As you get pulled away, this thing launches out of the well. It kind of looks like, if you've ever seen Venom, like what the symbiote kind of looks like in that, but just like hands instead of goo. So like this pitch black darkness with these pitch black hands that just kind of like wetly slap against everything that it can possibly get near it, and it shoots out and roars like a like it doesn't make any sense, and it's like this horrifying screech as it like launches up to the ceiling, and it like goes after you, but then launches itself back against the wall and kind of like just weirdly skitters against the wall like it doesn't want to get any closer. And you realize it's because that wall is dark and the lights are close enough to you that it stops it. And it's just like the thing can't seem to stop. Like, it's just constantly moving, and it's like screeching and like doing all these horrible things like it wants to get you.
I'm gonna look at Everett. Oh yeah, extra lights are dumb, huh?
Everett looks like he's about ready to throw up. By the way, this heartbeat situation is the
heartbeat
like,
moved. It's now against the wall.
No.
Everett's so close to throwing up. Like, he doesn't even acknowledge you. All right. Well, that's cool. That's fine.
Well, now that it's out, can we see
the cave
better into
paintings?
the well?
The cave paintings make sense.
You want to look at the well, it's not in there anymore. Let's take a look.
It's dark over there.
Would I happen to have any flares on me?
Give me a preparedness check. I want to say, because it's a pretty important thing, I want to say a 5-point preparedness test.
Preparedness.
It's one of your
Do you
general
have
abilities.
3 sticks of dynamite?
Oh no. Well,
That's going to be very, very small lights.
well I'm gonna roll, but I don't have any points.
Oh, go for it. You need a 5 or a 6.
I got a 4.
Yeah, so you don't.
I have 4 points left in preparedness.
You go to get your backpack to look for
Where you going?
a thing, and that's when you hear behind you.